For over the past 30 years, we've seen our favourite virtual Italian plumber jump, grab coins, go down pipes, save princesses, become a doctor, drive go-karts and go on other consoles, and lots more. But with Nintendo's fresh new Super Mario game for the Nintendo Switch, he's jumping even higher, grabbing more coins, saving the princess yet again, and now throwing his hat. Before we start off this video, I should let you know how video games are reviewed. We give a score from 1 to 10 for the story of the game, the graphics, the gameplay, controls, and soundtrack. Then we average the scores for all categories, and that leads us to the final score of the game. The story for Super Mario Odyssey is slightly different to the same old "the princess has been captured" storyline. The only difference is that this time Bowser is trying to marry Princess Peach, but that's not all, there's more. There's a new character and mechanic in Super Mario Odyssey called Cappy. He transforms your broken hat into a brand new and fresh Mario hat that has the mechanic of being thrown and being able to take over other objects and characters. Cappy's sister, which is called Tiara, has been captured as well, and has also been invited to Princess Peach's and Bowser's wedding. This slight change in story actually affected the gameplay and changed it around in many different ways, which leaves the story to have a pretty high score of 8.6 out of 10. The graphics for Super Mario Odyssey seem to have the similar art style to the graphics you would have seen in Mario games like Super Mario 3D World for the Wii U. But this time it's slightly more improved and in some kingdoms looks absolutely beautiful and stunning. Especially on such an underpowered console compared to the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. These art styles and graphics on Mario games look stunning on these type of Mario games. And on video game consoles, for consoles like the Wii U and Nintendo Switch, I don't really have a problem with the graphics that much, and overall I like it a lot. So the score for the graphics on Super Mario Odyssey is a 9.6 out of 10. The gameplay for Super Mario Odyssey is absolutely fantastic. When first opening up the game, you get greeted in the Cap Kingdom, which will introduce you to the controls so very well, and then after that short tutorial kingdom, you go to the Cascade Kingdom, which gives you a bigger taste of the wonderful gameplay in Super Mario Odyssey. And then, you go to the Sand Kingdom, which is a massive kingdom that keeps the player engaged for a long time, and there are a total of 17 small and large kingdoms for the player to explore, 999 moons, and way more than 1,000 pink coins to collect and spend at crazy cap stores that are featured in almost every kingdom in Super Mario Odyssey. When you finish the main story of Super Mario Odyssey, you may think you're done with the game, but really, you've done either a third or a quarter of Super Mario Odyssey. I'm stunned with the amount of content that Nintendo has provided its players in the new Super Mario Odyssey. This game could definitely be compared to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild in terms of content. If Breath of the Wild got DLC, then maybe Super Mario Odyssey could, and then Super Mario Odyssey will be absolutely massive and jam-packed with content. Cappy's mechanic of being able to throw his hat and also have the ability to capture things is amazing and changes the gameplay a lot. You can long jump, throw hat, dive, throw hat again and then jump. Simple things like these are able to change the gameplay of the game dramatically, and Super Mario Odyssey is able to do that perfectly. Crazy Cap stores and the Odyssey ship also play a small role in the gameplay department of Super Mario Odyssey. Super Mario Odyssey also has multiplayer capabilities. The multiplayer isn't too fascinating, it's pretty much just in the same style as Super Mario Galaxy's multiplayer. One person will play as Mario, while player 2 plays as Cappy. This does lead to some memorable and interesting moments in Super Mario Odyssey, which adds a whole new layer of fun for Super Mario Odyssey. The Throughout each kingdom you'll find the normal yellow coins featured in nearly every Mario game, and now these new pink coins that are used exclusively in the kingdom you are currently in. These pink coins can be spent at crazy cap stores. You can buy costumes, stickers and souvenirs for your Odyssey ship and more at crazy cap stores. And normal yellow coins now finally have a useful use in Super Mario Odyssey. Yellow coins can also be used in crazy cap stores. You can also buy costumes with this currency, but you can also purchase items like life up hearts and power moons for around 100 coins. Each kingdom has so many prizes and secrets waiting for you that will make you keep coming back to the same kingdom over and over again, and because of that, the gameplay is a 10 out of 10. Super Mario Odyssey supports docked mode with detached Joy-Con controllers, handheld mode, tabletop mode for multiplayer capabilities, and the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. All of these controls types work well with Super Mario Odyssey and the Nintendo Switch. The only problem is that there are some moves that can only be done with the detached Joy-Con controllers, which is a big pain for those who love the control scheme of the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. Things like spin attacking and more all require more effort and take longer on the Nintendo Switch Pro controller, or are just outright incompatible. This is quite a disappointment for all those Pro controller lovers out there. Although playing Odyssey with the Joy-Cons feels nice, there will definitely be some people who prefer the Nintendo Switch Pro controller, and because of that, the controls for Super Mario Odyssey gets a 9.5 out of 10. The soundtrack for Super Mario Odyssey is absolutely fascinating. With every small part and kingdom you go to, you'll be impressed by the beautiful soundtrack that was well implemented into the game. Songs like Jump Up Superstar and Cascade Kingdom are absolutely great and fit well with Super Mario Odyssey. The soundtrack for Super Mario Odyssey fits so well within the gameplay and makes your experience with Super Mario Odyssey a whole lot better. The soundtrack for Super Mario Odyssey fits so well with the gameplay and makes your experience with Super Mario Odyssey a whole lot better. The soundtrack for Super Mario Odyssey is a 10 out of 10. Overall, Super Mario Odyssey is an amazing game and absolutely needs to be in every Switch owner's libraries, regardless of what your reason is for not having it. It's a beautiful game with tons of hours to pour into, beautiful graphics, soundtrack and more. So now, let's do the final score. So we have an 8.6, 9.6, 10, 9.5 and a 10. Averaging these numbers leads to our final score, and the final score is a 9.5 out of 10. Thank you all for watching. If you want more on Super Mario Odyssey, Nintendo, and the Nintendo Switch, be sure to subscribe to The Yellow Polar Bear and watch some of my other videos. Bye!